doxing is one of those few reprehensible internet crimes that is never justified, in my opinion. But Loki didn't even have a reason to do it. He just figured, why not, right?
Clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just
stay back.
Yeah, broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tommy C. The Shop at the Point. I got Jeff. Jeff the Huffman.
Yeah, that's my name. There you go. There you go.
Watching the hockey playoffs. And
yeah.
The Doctor. Dr. Zhivago.
Go ahead. Make my day.
And we're going to make a lot of people's day today. I'm going to address some of the more ridiculous... Well, not all of them are ridiculous, but I think they're self-explanatory. Welcome, new member. Jonathan Tunnel. Thank you. We're doing a members-only stream real soon. You can check on a listing on Patreon or actually in our community tab, so that'd be great. I'm going to deal with some of the criticisms of Nick's video. By the way, there's not many. It's a slow news day. I'm going to be straight up. There's nothing coherent at very least.
How many of them call Nick fat? We can just eliminate those now.
Well, no, they're getting more sophisticated. They're getting away. And then we're going to go into parts of the audio. Nick released the audio this weekend. So far, no one's... thanks again, Jonathan. So far, nada, niente, nothing. And if you got something, make a video. I believe me, I would love it. And one of the things that I want to talk about right off the bat is, and I was talking with Nick, and I didn't even realize that when this was announced that it was coming out. Initially, everybody's trying to get a grip on what Nick's narrative would be, so they could twist it, and that's why we were so secretive about it. When the video came out, I noticed a lot of things shifted to me. If you noticed, most of the criticism is directed at Nick and I personally, and never is Just Destiny situation or what happened in there even brought up. It's just the way we're framing it. There's no there's no real specifics on why it's wrong the way it's been framed. It's real simple. Keemstar's a doxer. He's willing to scrape your IP. He's willing to send you a picture, which was played in the audio, and it's supposedly you click on that, and then it's going to be easier to get your IP. If that's not hacking, and there's the first one, it's not actually hacking. Well, no, it's a failed attempt. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. You want to get in your black hats and your white hats and all that other bullshit. It's well above and beyond. It's not necessary to do that when you have the guy dead to rights already.
Probably shouldn't do that, but it's
you go after a guy about false flagging, lame apology, cease and desist, and that's it. When that doesn't work, it's smear time. We got a problem. We got a problem.
Fuck that. Problem. Let's ruin his life.
Yeah, fuck that. Well, or how dare he play the victim on card to me. I mean, I got a tweet from James Marriott. He opens up, I don't care what the drama is. Okay. I put too much emphasis on the NCO. Maybe. I do see things through a military hierarchy perspective. That's just the way that's my spectrum, I suppose. Maybe that's a legitimate criticism. And proof of that would be in my interview with James Marriott. Guess what he didn't bring up? The drama, that he wasn't interested. Here's the drama, James. Keem tried to ruin somebody when he was pretty much in trouble as it was over pedophilia allegations, and the evidence was based on the thumbnails he made. When that didn't work, they tried to they tried to put a phony racist rap. That's the drama that you don't care about. That's it. That's what it is. You don't care about that. Fine, don't care about it. Oh, but please spare me. When and James wouldn't be one of the guys that would do this when you piss and moan about doxing. The clip you heard in the beginning of the show, that's Jay Albury, one of the most guilty parties in this whole thing. Talking about, here we go.
Funny. Doxing is one of those few reprehensible internet crimes that is never justified, in my opinion.
Sure.
Okay.
There's this clip that Comment Cop put together, which is simply unbelievable. Another one of the most guilty parties in this. Nobody put on the brakes. Let's see. Put this one on screen. This is Black Wolf Company. He's also been silent.
So that's all for now. Let me know what you think about this epic exposed video down in the comments below. And as always, go dox yourself.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Zoom, do you need any help?
He left
Oh, he did? Good. Okay.
for a bit.
All right. Watch.
Everyone else left.
Watch what you say in front of him. That's
Why
the
was
guy
he
who
done?
doxed me.
Why doesn't he just dox this guy then? Why can't he,
He
just
is.
dox
He's
just
trying.
Brittany?
He's trying.
That's from Nick's tape. It's clearly Black Wolf Company. He's got no problem with this. Clearly. By the way, the entire audio, if you want to check it out, is on Nick's Killstream Live channel, which is his backup channel to goof on Ralph Retort.
Oh, God.
There you go. There hasn't been a single cohesive, coherent argument. It's only been attacks on Nick and I. That's it. That's it. No one has taken responsibility. And here's one thing that I am going to fold on. Tro took way too much shit. There's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, he was a leader, and that's the way it goes. He admitted to...
He's one of the only ones to own up, too.
It's bingo. You know what? Tro's off my list. The rest of them tried to criticize me and Nick. The messengers. Even people that weren't allowed, like James Marriott. I don't care about the drama, but what you're doing is wrong. Well, here's what I'm doing that's wrong. I'm showing that a certain chat group was easily corrupted by Keemstar. That's all I showed.
What you gave 30 warnings for?
30,000.
At least.
That's all I'm showing. That's it. So somehow that's my problem? You know, here's what I'd say about the NCO. And Tro doesn't deserve any more shit. None. He probably did apologize too much. You know? I think he probably apologized more than he needed to. He sounded like a goddamn Canadian on Augie's stream. But nobody else has done that. Nobody else has done that. Nobody else has owned up. They have either been silent, and now I'm seeing the people that are not involved, like Willie one. Willie
Nick
one
put it a good way.
Yeah.
He said that NCO is a group chat, just a group chat. However, on February 11th, it was a weapon.
Yeah, that's it. It was a weapon. 100%. It was turned into a weapon. I had somebody tell me they had a problem with the word that the NCO was corrupt. Okay, let's play word games. They were corrupted. Past tense. Is that fair?
I'd say it's fair. Voice crack. I'd say it's fair.
I'm going to go ahead.
Scrubby, most of the people that call that
24 years old still
soft block me and won't reply to my messages. Oh, Scrubby. Friend of JD's. Nobody cares about Just Destiny. Nobody. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They would rather, if they could have pinned this on Nick and I, they would have been more than happy to. So that's why Tro deserves your respect and another chance. I'm not so sure about the other guys. Here's another criticism I got. You only showed things on Keem's nature that everybody already knew. That's the fucking problem. That we have gone to the point where we just accept the fact that he's a crook, that he's willing to dox people, and 50 commentators, some of which are grandstanders, some of which are moralists, not all of them, will look the other way. And when they get busted, they try to shoot the messenger the best they can. 50. Nobody spoke out but Tro. Nobody. They don't think they should even have to, and they're angry at me for simply pointing it out. 7% of the commentary, this NCO, 7% were involved, which is a very low number.
They actually figured it out. That was about 4 people.
90% have not spoken out against what happened. The only one that I'm aware of is Willie Mack Show. Some of those people that weren't involved decided to speak out against because Stroh's taking too much shit. Yeah, I suppose Stroh, NCO, Nicholas Deorio, you're not in the shit, son, NCO. So really, some of you guys are stone cowards. Now I'm not talking about the storytellers in there, the guys like Justin Wang, but the guys, anybody that speaks out and gets upset about Logan fucking Paul looking at a dead body and won't speak out and say, this is fucking wrong, rather than turn the issue to Nick and I'm sorry, I have no respect for you. None. Zero. If there's something wrong with what Nick did, and the only thing they could hope to do is you were a part of it all along. That sounds a little suspect.
Make something.
Yeah, that sounds a little suspect when he's warning Black Wolf Company about Zoom. When he's giving Tro a play-by-play of what's going on. When he's telling me, this is unbelievable what I'm recording here. We got him.
Prove him wrong.
Prove him wrong. Tweets like this. Prove him wrong. You got all the evidence. Josh Pescador, one of Keem's news guys. From what I understand today, Nicholas Deorio will be releasing a full audio call in a last-ditch attempt to make his narrative stick. I think it's stuck.
Yeah.
Nick said he will edit the audio to protect the other YouTubers there, which I think is 100% wrong.
No, that narrative stuck. That noodle stuck to the wall.
That noodle stuck. And 100%.
There's the
why is it 100% wrong? How
tweet.
can you release something to the public where people get doxxed? It's unbelievable. What if somebody's innocent in there? You're a moron. But I am interested. I bet you are. Josh Pescador, the guy, remember the Fiverr guys? He was the guy that contacted me about the Fiverr guys in 2016. Eventually, because it starts here, it got all the way to Poods. A lot to do with Josh Pescador. And then he tried to extort them for a bunch of money. At least that was my opinion. Also, he came this close to being a Quetch 33 episode. Me, Clown, and Dave had this guy talk, and he talked circles, and even, it wasn't even coherent, suggested to us that he was some kind of, I don't know, military person, or something to do with terrorists, like he was working with Blackwater or something like that. The guy is a complete lunatic. He has zero credibility in my eyes. What the fuck? What do you call those guys? Like a soldier for hire. What do you call them?
Mercenary?
Mercenary. He's completely nuts. And the only reason we let him off the hook because it was hot at the time, because that's the time when Pooh's gotten busted.
Dave said he was a terrorist hunter.
A terrorist hunter. Yes. He was a terrorist hunter. You have no credibility, son. Make a video. He said stupid things to Nick earlier today. Why didn't you speak out then? First of all, he did. First of all, at one point he says, I think Destiny just got fucking freaked by Lieutenant Krober's video. That's it. That's all I think this year. Third of all, if he was too forceful, he'd have got kicked out of the chat, and we wouldn't have this wonderful video to talk about. Stupid stuff like this. Anyone defended double stuff Oreo is a moron. He's just as guilty as Akeem. He's 100% lying about his mom being scared. Even if he wasn't lying about, let's say he's lying about his mom being scared. Is it still fucking right to Zoom to dox him, you stupid ass? After a prank called his mom, he read his address out and his mom's phone number.
Man, we're really pulling at straws.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. We really don't have. There's not much going on.
Is there even a straw?
But you know what? If I don't address this shit, if I don't address this shit, I won't be able to sleep. So screw it. Fatty is liar, trying to spin. What did he lie about? Should be jogging. That might be true. He should probably jog.
Just a little bit. I think it's jogging. It might have a soft J.
Okay. Nobody talked about JD. Everybody knows about Keemstar. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. They know, and they're willing to work with him. That doesn't bode well for the NCO. if that's true. Personal criticism, me. You set fire to burn bridges. I don't want to be associated with people who are cool with this shit. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. The money is not that important to me. The little bit of fame is not that important to me. And you know what is important to me? People be able to speak freely on this platform, and guys like Keemstar keep that from happening. You know why Justin Wang and Nerd City get shouted out? Because because Keem can bring them a lot of subs, and that means he can take them away. I used to be friends with Nerd City, but he backstabbed me. That's why he shuts out Justin Wang. That's why he shuts out Nerd City. Now, you're in a weird position, because it's like, well, shit, he's sending subs my way. But that could turn like that. It's a racket. It's a racket. So you'd rather be silent in a lot of cases. And some of it's understandable. But you know what's not understandable? If you're going to be quiet and criticize Nick and I. That's not understandable. I don't care if the government's doing it. I don't care if Keemstar's doing it through intimidation. I don't care if Susie Lou's doing it. By the way, they're on a fucking flagging... what are they doing now? They're just flagging everything.
Tirade?
Yeah. Flagging tirade. Another thing. Real cool with Just Destiny getting doxxed. Cool with what's going on over there. Susie Lou, just not the biggest story, guys. Again, the grandstander's the one I have a problem with. And I especially have the problem. Like James Marriott, I don't care about him because he has, like, totally different content. He started doing that. In fact, he announced on my show that he was changing it up. And he blew up. But when it came time to I guess, speak out against this, he said his biggest argument was, I put too much stock in the NCO. And he didn't care about the drama. I'm sorry, James. I do. Because if you're silenced via Keemstar intimidation, by doxing, by Susie Lou, false copyright strikes, or Just Destiny, or the government, or Article 13, that's where I have a problem, and that's why I can't stand it. And most of you, I mean, God, some of you pissed and moaned about fucking net neutrality, and you were dead silent on Article 13. A lot of Europeans. I was thinking, why the fuck do you care about what the FCC does in the United States? Article 13, almost silenced to the last minute. So I'm sorry. I can't take these guys seriously. This is one clown made. He made it publicly, so I'm not really calling him out. There's no way to have known Keem would have done this. Well, there's no way to known that Keem wouldn't have sent a nuclear fucking missile to my house. Look, it's utterly ridiculous. We are well aware what Keem is willing to do, what he's done in the past. The fact that he has not had a good luck on the pedo hunts in the past. This is not the person to pee in. He is corrupted. He is a crook. He uses guys like Zoom to intimidate. When you have... He's done crazy shit to me. Not paying my child support. Did Seaver redact that? No, it didn't. I had to pull my child support papers up. At what point do you sit there and say... at what point do you sit there and say that this is not a person to bring in our group? James Merritt doesn't care about false pedo allegations. I don't know. Well, the allegations, in fairness to James Marriott, never got out. But he did say he didn't care about the drama. So when he pisses and moans about this happening to somebody else, just remember it. But that's not what he does. So I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. Might be a problem for guys like Wooly One. Might be a problem for Jay Aubrey. Might be a problem. Oh, shit. Illuminati found just sending some love. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. Speaking of Illuminati... This is going to sound like a commercial because you sent me $50.
Yeah, just go.
Get this. One of my other guys, she's still on the team. I can't believe it. Big YouTube star. She just busted a dude in her community for acting crazy. I highly recommend you check out her last video.
Yes, I will link
So
it
I literally had two of my guys.
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
Two of my guys just killed this week. Two of my guys just killed one girl. They busted some fucking creepy dude calling people's moms and shit and saying they're gonna fuck their kid in the ass.
No, he called the dude's mom and left a voicemail saying, "Hey, I've heard about your son. That's a piece of shit, and that your other son died. Just wanted to say, the wrong kid died."
Yeah, all right, go check out. Go check out. If you're interested in what's going on in Reddit,
it's kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked.
It's fucked from the top down. Did Vito respond to Nick saying what? I think we'll end up playing that. I got the timestamp on that. You can go listen to the whole thing. We'll probably pick a few things. I'm sorry. I think these criticisms are a joke. A stone joke meant to divert, but what happened? Keem was fully ready to go the whole distance, including bringing a guy like Zoom, the whole way.
Tommy, what was it that when you were still with Beta? What was it that Keem told you when he was like at his lowest point?
Yeah,
what did he want to do?
I wanted to help him out. He said you'd feel better if he could destroy somebody. Because at that point, Leafy and Gray had pretty much fucking leveled him. There's no end to this. There's no end to this. None. There's no end to this. Look, I can forgive a guy for getting involved with Keem getting fucked. That would be a little hypocritical for me. I can. Absolutely. He's a big star. But when the rotten shit comes up, and you're not, and you're one of these grandstanders. You're fucking one of these guys that piss and moan about Logan Paul, and piss and moan about Sniper Wolf, piss and moan about this bad person and that bad person. Sorry. Silence. The cowardness is deafening. I'm sorry. This idea that I burn bridges. I mean, it's shocking to me. Those are the bridges you want to burn. If somebody goes at me or Nick about what Nick exposed, I'm sorry. I can't connect with you. Why don't you deal with the? I don't care about the drama. It's just frustrating to even hear in my head.
I'm gonna go ahead.
The reaction to Dr. Phil content makes you Satan, but doxing is cool, I guess. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, Scrubby's, and I know why Scrubby's pissed off. Scrubby's pissed off because they're always dumping on his content because they feel it's low effort, right? Me, I've always had this guy. I don't care how you get rich on the site. Get rich, man.
Do what you got to do. What you got to do within.
But we have the guys, and I think there's a place for these critics to criticize guys like Scrubby that's low end and what have you. But they always go low end and bad person on top of it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Carlos, $10. Did someone say bad person? Yeah. I don't give a shit if J Station pretends he sees ghosts. I don't care. I think it's ridiculous to criticize. If you don't like it, turn it off. And to be honest with you, it's like wrestling in the 70s. Most people knew it was fake. They just enjoyed it. And if that's what they enjoy, that's what they enjoy. I'm not my thing. You want to pick on that? If J Station goes to the next step and brings out Takeshi 6ix9ine, oh no, who was the other guy? The guy that died last year. He's trying to communicate with the dead, people that have been dead. You know, their bodies aren't even cold.
Triple X, whatever.
Fuck you, Tommy. The shit isn't important. You're miscatching Rice. I'm making a video on how stupid Reddit channels make more money than me. It's more important. Jay Offrey. Well, there's no reason for doxing ever.
As usual, the chat is funnier.
Yes. I don't know. All right, what did you want to listen to? I'm interested in doing some listening. That's what I am. Thanks so much.
From the audio?
Yeah, from the audio. I saw one in here that really interests me. It had Black Wolf Company in it. He's bragging about having doxes. And that doesn't mean he doxed anybody.
That's
106.
An hour and 6 minutes.
BWC casually talking about the doxes he has on people. Well, I'm interested.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
I'm very interested.
I'm interested. I like knowing a minor that lives with his parents has that kind of power.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's
to be
great.
happening.
That's great. What is it? Give me the number on that.
An hour and 6 minutes.
An hour and 6 minutes. Well, here we go.
75?
There you go.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's 44 or 45.
Yeah, 75. Yeah.
Do you know Detective Decker just?
Yeah.
And
I know
obviously
that's weird. He has such a
What?
And I'm saying, obviously, the muted stuff is addresses and names and stuff.
Yeah, obviously. God, like he shouldn't redact that.
Yeah.
No, you're
supposed to leave it in.
If you redact it, they say, "Look, you idiot, you doxed him."
You got to keep it pure.
If he didn't redact it, he said, "Look, you idiot, you doxed everybody." They would have done it in a heartbeat. They would have blamed him for. I mean, it's unbelievable.
What?
I know he made a tweet once, and he was like, "Now my."
I can't believe he had the patience to do this.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
What?
I know. I know.
I know YouTuber is pretty old or whatever.
Yeah.
YouTuber.
Go ahead and back out.
I didn't.
He's amazing. I love him. He's great.
He's a typical Australian.
He's a real Aussie, mate.
Kill yourself.
You're not even a true Aussie. You have like a weird fusion accent, BWC.
Yes, that's because I've been here for half my life.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Only half your life. You're a fake Australian. That's what you are.
I'm not even an Australian yet. I'm still waiting on citizenship.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Man, it's rough.
Wait, waiting on citizenship. How old is he?
Richer than you.
I'd like to find out how old he is.
Best, dude.
Yeah, this country's shit with its immigration.
I didn't hear anything.
But you.
Do we got a bad timestamp?
I think they're talking about because the age. Nick said it wasn't addresses and stuff, but they were talking about how old Detective Deckard was and all that, and then they started talking about YouTube.
So is it coming up?
No, that's what they were just talking about. The stuff that's blanked out.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that can't be put out there, or he'll get.
Oh, okay.
hit.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
The addresses.
It's not
and
really
stuff.
down. In fairness, that's not all that much. Well, what else do you see on here that's interesting? I actually want to go to the very end again with him. The 11. The one.
Nick's saying no addresses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 111. This is towards the end. We heard part of this already.
He's trying.
Oh, really?
This is one day's work. This is a couple hours' work. This is 7 hours' work. Yeah, that's the guy who doxed me. That's why I was taking a few shots here and there. Oh. Because I got him for doxing Tonka's grandmother. And his response was to immediately dox me.
So what?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I don't understand Just Destiny's audience. They're so fucking stupid.
I love how you can tell Nick got bored and started editing.
I think the best thing to do is share John Swan's video.
Yeah. I don't agree with the pedo allegation.
Right, he's probably not a pedophile.
I don't know how he get there. How do you get there? I don't know. This is starting to fucking feel redundant. One of the things about a burned bridge is I no longer have to be silent when these guys grandstand like a bunch of jackasses. I don't. I eat grandstanders for lunch. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on these guys. I want to see what their content looks like going forward. I think it would be really interesting to take one of their fucking videos and laugh my ass off on how ridiculous they are. These children, for the most part. And if they're not physically children, they're perpetually children. Telling me Logan Paul, because he's trying to squeeze an extra cent out, is a fucking the worst guy in the world. Jesus. I didn't expose anything everybody ever knew. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. It silences you. You fucking get shouted out by Keem, it silences you. Because he can always take him away with some bullshit narrative. He tried to do it to Kavos just recently, remember?
Yeah.
Kavos got used up. He tried to say that he backstabbed him, that he didn't do the type of videos he wanted anymore, put him on blast in public.
No use to him.
No use to him. And when he was interviewed by Dave, old Keemstar tapped out because he was turning the backstab narrative around on him. That could be done to any of you guys who have been shouted out by him.
That's why
it'll go something like this. Can you do this for me? No, I don't do that kind of stuff on my channel. Okay. 5 months later, you're getting put on blast for some video you did. And it's not just you did something wrong, you're a bad guy to boot. It's that easy. So yeah, sure. I'm glad I can speak freely. And that's what this is about for me, speaking freely. I'm working on another case right now where some guy's going around intimidating people in silence. God help him if I catch him.
Yeah.
He's got some ties as well. Because there's my stake. And again, I can't say this enough. Tro deserves your forgiveness. He knew. He fucked up. He was a collectivist. And he died. And they lived as a collective and they died as a collective, as Tro said in his video back in September. But I'm sure it'll never happen again. Because Tro knows he did something wrong. And they don't. They didn't do nothing. That's what they were. Didn't do nothing. And the rest didn't speak out on anything. Except Nick and I. The video's out. The raw audio's out. Done. Done. Finished. Over. You can call me mean all you want. Look at my history. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Don't care, version.
You're so mean, Tommy.
Yeah, I know. Should have done this, should have done that.
You're a bad person.
I think what you're telling me is I should have shut up and let the whole thing go on. And that was only going to happen if Nick, it was really up to Nick all along.
Bad person.
Yes, bad person. I'll take calls. That's all I got to say about
what do you
this
got?
shit. I don't know. I'm going to call room. That's all I got to say about this shit. I'm pretty much done. This story's dead. I dare you to make a video criticizing Nick. I dare you.
What do you got? What do you
got? Keem didn't dox. Keem didn't try to talk about IQ Scaper. Keem didn't suggest that he could fool Destiny into clicking on a photo. Keem didn't give that dox to a 15-year-old boy. Who else did he give it to? I'm sure it was more than him.
Boblax laughs at you, Keemstar.
Yes, but he does. Yeah, it's Nick's fault. Yeah, it's all Nick's fault. It's my fault. I know because I saw the NCO is more than a chat group. Yeah, they became more than a chat group on February 11th, 2019. And I'm glad Nick came out with this. I mean, the whole fucking point.
It was the right fucking thing to do.
Who fucking said it to me? Somebody said to me that we were purposely coaxing Keem to fucking bury himself because we knew that he would bury. I don't know. I don't think I'm that smart. But what we were trying to do, clearly what we're trying to do, what led into this, is trying to coax them into doing fucking something for Tipster. And Keem blew it. We were letting them know we knew. And then somehow Keem got involved. Keem was you guys got in your cars and he's not swerving.
70 miles per hour.
Have you heard anything about Susie Lou? Have you heard anything? How can you take any of them seriously that talk about issues in the internet about morality? Now, I'm not saying you can't go to Justin Wang. He don't do that. James Marriott doesn't do that. But the guys who stay silent that do, I think, do bear some responsibility in silence. That's what I believe. Don't like it? Make a video.
Do something. Prove him wrong.
Hand me the club that I can beat over you the head with. Because here's who's really not buying it. Right? Nick's video got only about 20,000 views. Right? It's good for 1,000 sub channels. Like it's off the chain.
I think it's a little bit closer. I think it's closer to 30, but
closer to 30. Okay. All right. And I think that's what happens a lot. It's like I got 1 million, I got 100K. It doesn't matter if I'm telling the truth or not. You know. I think that's what happens sometimes. Please make a video. Hand me content.
Please.
Because here's the thing. From what I can see, the public is not supporting you. They don't want a YouTube where powerful YouTubers work together to crush others. Even guys like Just Destiny, who were willing to do pretty rotten stuff. Even Lieutenant Cobra thinks this is fucked.
That's why the fucking normies don't respect any of you.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
Nerd City does go, uh-oh. I guess Jake Paul's more dangerous. Well, I don't care about the Jake Paul stuff. I don't care at all. Do the Jake Paul stuff. But if you can only criticize me after this, I got to be honest with you, Jake Paul's not much of a threat to me. Keemstar is. Zoom is. Doxers are.
Nobody else sees it.
I don't want a mafia boss running this from the inside. NASA Cadre. Holy shit. I went to Silence Jeff by cross-checking me in the chin. I haven't heard that name in a few years.
NASA Cadre.
What did he do? Is he on the Winnipeg now?
No, I don't know. I haven't heard. Like I said, I think he's still on the Leafs, isn't he?
Vanilla Rice. I think that's you, right? Hey,
Hello.
the fuck out of my Discord.
No, it's been a long time.
Yes, it has. Honestly, almost 2 years.
I have no idea. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. But
well, I can't fill you in now. So say something funny, or get the fuck out of my Discord.
I just wanted to come to an insomnia so I can buy you a pint, mate.
Yeah, I wish I had the time.
Yeah,
I spent too much money on arcade crap. I might not go to London. I was thinking about going to
There's
London.
probably some event, or you can just come to the UK whenever. Like, when does Real-talk come back?
I don't. He went last year around. Was it last May? I think it was.
God, around this time last year, I think.
Jesus, I haven't been there in a year now. I can't believe that went quick. Yeah, I like England. It was all right. It was fun. Well, I like Germany a little better, but that's I guess because I've been here so long. But I like England. It was great.
Come through, and I'll buy a pint now. I'm 18 now. I was 16. It's been like too long.
You could actually buy me a pint for the lads.
Yeah, I can actually do that.
Yeah, Nick will be. Yes.
All right,
you having a good time?
It's been nice. See you, mate.
Hey, tell you something. You're still in the CDL?
Yeah.
I don't like them either. How about that?
Oh, what?
Putting all. Hey, listen. I'm putting every commentator on notice. Everyone.
I make music now. I'm just chilling.
I'm into burnt. Oh, you got music now?
Yeah. I make music now.
Oh, that's cool. I make Chicago happy. I'm putting everybody on notice. I have no connections to anything anymore. Everybody's on notice.
Best way.
If the commentary guys are the cops, then I'm internal affairs. All right.
Yeah. I'm just a bystander. I let them all do their little things. We just chill and let big scary YouTubers do whatever they want to do.
Well, we be when we started the NCO, we got bigger than you guys quick.
Yeah. They
should have thrown me out. You know what? We
retain lads. We're just lads.
It's your guys' fault because Tro got in an argument with somebody in there. I can't remember the whole scenario, and they threw me because I stuck up for Tro, right? And you threw me and him out. I don't think you personally. I don't know if it was you or not. They threw me and Tro out. And then Tro formed the NCO, and a bunch of guys got 100,000 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All the best to you and your music, Vanilla. I do like you. You are a good kid. And enjoy your booze.
Cheers. All right. See you, man.
Bye-bye. Mandy. Hello, Mandy.
I hear Mike scuffling.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, what's up?
I wanted to ask, you guys said that Cog and Zoom were friends, or at least friendly, right?
They've been on the show together, yeah. As far as I know.
Yeah, that's not going to end well.
What do you mean?
Well,
I've been paying no attention to Cog. I gotta be honest with you. So if he said something, I'm not in the loop.
No. I don't watch COG either, but from what I've seen of Zoom is that Zoom is the type of guy who holds no allegiances and will easily stab somebody in the
Yeah, oh, sure.
for bullshit.
Oh, look, if COG gets stabbed in the back by Zoom, oh, well. I think he's nuts. I mean, he's called Deorio a liar, but he hence to find the lie. No one's found the lie.
I don't think Deorio is lying at all. I don't know. I haven't seen any of what Deorio said about past the doxing.
I'm going to go ahead and back
But
up.
I don't think he's lying.
No. Well, they got in arguments over like the word for hacking, the term for hacking. I'm not interested in semantic debate.
Well,
You know, thank you, by the way. I'll channel up those later. I was talking to the chat. I apologize. I haven't seen anything.
you're referring to the trying to get his IP from Skype, right?
Yes. Two different
That sounds
ways.
like more of a root than it does a hack, but it's still,
Whatever it is. You know what? I'll even let you win the fucking debate over hacking. Maybe it wasn't used in the right context.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me anyway.
Yeah,
because
let's pretend it did matter to you. What does it matter? I mean, no one's gonna play the victim card on me. People play the victim card on me every fucking day. I mean, I'm not. I don't want to go that far. I wouldn't do this to Susie Lou.
No,
she doesn't deserve that.
She's just saying,
horrible human being. I mean, we're talking the worst of the worst. Anybody talks about her, they try to silence them. Anybody have any principles? Does anybody think I get along or like Tipster?
Nick just brought up what I was going to say. What is it called when you send a picture that's a piece of malware to get your IP?
Isn't that hacking?
Precise. They were said in the audio. They were trying to get a pretty close location of where the guy was to figure out who he was. That's more like a hack.
It doesn't even change anything if they knew who he was. They had everything they needed. They had 100% of what they needed. They had a horrible apology, a phony cease and desist, or at least a half-assed one. An absolute lack of being able to take responsibility. That's ironic, isn't it? They had everything they needed. They just couldn't get that minus in Social Blade, which is tragic. Which is tragic. I mean, they turned Just Destiny, who did something that I find reprehensible on this platform, a form of silencing, and they made him a legitimate victim. Because they weren't satisfied. I don't know what to tell you, kiddo. Let me take some calls, though.
Okay.
Thank you, Mandy. All the best to you. Thanks for calling in.
See you later.
See you. Daniel K., you're on the air.
Man, well, I'm just wondering, it's like, what... Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah.
You're doing great. Don't blow it.
Gain from this.
Who do they gain from it? That's a good question. I don't know what do they have to gain from it? Potentially views. And I think in this case it was just pure revenge.
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
Revenge for not getting a minus when videos went out. That's all I get. Right. It's that petty. It's that petty. I can't tell you enough how petty these people are. I can't tell you enough. I mean, look what fucking Destiny did. This petty as hell. And it's not just him. It's people I know. It's people I like that are just that petty and willing to do that. That's what they gain. The satisfaction of knowing that your money's in jeopardy. That's what I think. I mean, I can't read these people's minds. What do you think?
To be honest, like, it just confuses me, like, as a whole. The whole situation here, like, because I don't see like any benefit from trying to defend Keem at this point.
There is a benefit because I mean there is a benefit. He might give you a shout out. Okay, Tipster thought there was going to be a benefit to it. Aiden thought there was going to be a benefit to it, and in some cases there was. In big case there was. I can give you a list of people that think there was going to benefit to it. That's the problem. That's where the the mafia-like activity is going on. What benefit did Keem have by telling a million people on Twitter that I don't pay my child support, or even asking about it? Just the satisfaction that people will call me a bad parent. It's just that simple. It's that petty. That's it. Thanks for the call, Daniel. Take care. Keem did nothing wrong. You're on the air.
What's up?
What's up, man? What do you got?
So, I would like to start this off by, like, could you just substantiate, like, how Keem did anything wrong in this situation?
Okay, he passed the docs along. Did you watch the video? Nick's video?
Yeah.
All right. Nick's video. What didn't you see? What wasn't there?
Like,
it's been substantiated. This is like the sequel.
Yeah, but I failed to see like he was attempting to like get the bad people out of this
by
business,
making them by calling them
working with that,
by working with a pedophile to smear another guy as a pedophile and a racist. That's fair game to you?
No. It's the thing is like
that's what he did.
You gotta.
That's what he did.
Exactly what he did.
That's what he did. You wanted me to substantiate? That's the whole argument. He was trying. He worked with a guy that watches child porn, or at least his girlfriend accused him of it, and he took that guy's docs.
That's true. How do we know that's true?
The audio's out there.
The audio's out there. We played in the video.
What audio though? Can you show me this?
No, you can go now. You can work on it yourself. You can work on it yourself.
You obviously
it's already out there. You didn't watch the video. I'm sorry.
I mean, I didn't watch.
Here's what happened in the video. Let me. I'll summarize this for you, which I shouldn't have to do. Keem attempted to dox, attempted to hack, attempted to pin a racist rap, attempted to smear the guy as a pedophile. Okay, that's what he did.
Okay.
All those things have been substantiated by Nick's video and the raw audio that was dumped on Saturday. Do you have an argument against any of that?
Okay, what was in the raw audio?
Bye.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Bye.
That had to have been a troll. That had to have been a troll.
Mystic, you're on the air.
The internet, people on the internet are pretty fucking retarded. Holy fucking
Jeff.
shit!
That dude was pissing me off as much as he was pissing you guys off. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway,
it might have been troll. It was a good troll if it was.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, his name is Keem. Did nothing wrong for a goddamn reason.
It gave me flashbacks of Vanilla Rice, and that guy just called in 5 minutes ago. It gave me flashbacks of Vanilla Rice situation.
Anyway. All right. Well, I wanted to ask you something because I know when you said like you're putting everyone in the commentary community on check, right?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I can include myself somewhat in this, and I wanted to make a huge video on like all the pedophile shit that's been going on this year, but I didn't want to bring up this situation for a damn good reason, and is that Keem has my docs. Like he has has to do no research. I'm doing this for I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to defend anybody for my own self-preservation because it is in his DMs. Now, I didn't know that he was a doxer until after the fact, because sometimes a bitch wants free shit. Can't blame me for that. But
let me help you here. I had several YouTubers over 100K tell me they love Nick's video, but they couldn't promote it because of Keem, because they're fear of Keem. Several large YouTubers.
Yeah.
They loved the video. Nick did a great job, but they couldn't go the next step. One of them said, because he'll ruin me. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. The problem is everybody knows this, and they're okay with it.
I mean, I retweeted the video. Like, I promoted. I said it was a well-constructed video. I said,
but you don't have 1 million subs. You don't have 100K.
Yeah, no, I don't have 100K. I only have like 1.5 at this rate. However, I'm still.
And by the way, I respect those guys. Some of those guys are paying their bills and they're living month to month. I get that. They can't. And I didn't. When they said thanks, I had to ask. All right, I want to get this out. Thank you. I had to ask. I had to get out there. When you say no, that's fine. But I don't want to hear any fucking bullshit about you calling out other people. That's my thing. If you want to promote it, but you can't promote it because one guy told me I can't do it. I love the video. I can't do it because I do children's programming. You know, perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable to say Keem would ruin me. But that's the problem. That's the problem.
I'm not afraid that... Honestly, I'm not afraid that Keem will ruin my fucking quote-unquote YouTube career that's probably going to go fucking nowhere. I'm more afraid that, like, he actually has my personal information. That's my big, like, fucking level where I don't want to voice any opinion.
People are going to find out about it. I think that's abundantly clear. That's my fear. Piss him off, and that will happen. I think that is abundantly clear. He has taken zero responsibility for this. He has leaned on his audience and the size and going on different podcasts to clear his name. And he has not done it. He's not been successful. He did what he was accused of. It's on tape. So it's completely reasonable to say this. Believe me, a ton of YouTubers know about that video. And I would suggest that bigger YouTubers push this around and say, look at this or make your own damn video. Because to me, having somebody have that kind of problem, make or break, a sociopath that has make or break power needs to, at the very least, be eliminated. Let's say needs to go, because I don't think 𝔻𝕊𝕐𝕐 needs to go. But it definitely needs to be clear. If I call this guy, it better be within VPN. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't like, whoops, I looked for your IP address. That's not a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
That's murder in the first degree. You planned it. Buddy Doc makes it. All right, let me get some other people in here.
Buddy.
Thank you, Mystic. I do appreciate it.
All right.
Bye-bye. Dashy.
Buddy knew.
Fuck you, buddy.
Dashy, you're on the air. Well, that's interesting. She's muted, but she's flashing at the same time.
Yeah, that's weird.
Or he. I don't know if it's he. I gotta let you go unless you can turn your take your mute off. Unless she's server muted. Oh, there might be a reason for that.
Why the fuck is she?
Why are you server muted?
Oh, I might be server muted because your mods are a bunch of bitches. I don't know.
Or what do you got? Probably.
Oh,
it sounds like or you're an asshole. It's one of the two, right? It's kind of binary.
Well, it might be a little bit of both.
Okay,
might
fair
be
enough.
A little
fair enough.
category A, little category B.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
But hey, this is a bunch of bullshit. Zoom's, he's gonna do his thing. It is what it is. People should know that. All this it's a bunch of convoluted bullshit, and I don't know why you keep carrying this narrative on.
What's the narrative that I'm carrying? You don't even know, do you?
You
don't even know, do you?
If you look at what all of this is at the end,
What's this?
It's a bunch of trying to catch Keem and some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. It hasn't worked out for y'all.
What do you mean it hasn't worked out?
Drop this and
What do you
move
mean?
on.
He gained 1,000 subs.
I mean, maybe you're getting super cash and shit. Maybe it's working out for you monetarily.
I guess.
Maybe that has happened.
All right. So I should just shut up and not talk about what people do shit like
even going with this.
You know where I'm coming from. People who know in the chat know where I'm coming from. Is what it is. We gonna be out here. We out here. 150G Squad. Follow me on Twitter.
Get out of here, you fucking idiot.
Let's get it. It's Dashy 150.
Server mute
Gang
that guy.
shit. I think I understand why he was server muted.
Yeah, can you see? Oh, gang shit. I bet it's the same.
Gang shit.
I love fucking Frank Holler.
Are you in that gang shit? Gang
shit. You in that gang shit?
It's me again. Nick is fat. Take this L and go to.
You lost the argument. Nick is fat. You have anything else?
Oh shit.
Where are you from? Sweden?
Huh?
Where are you from?
Me? I'm
Sweden.
from Atlantis, dude.
You're from Atlantis? You sound it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a shithole.
No, I'm from 136. I gotta rep that. No, I'm just.
You can't even talk. You try to sound like a black guy in America. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
You know.
I'll fuck you up, man.
What a dork.
Jesus Christ.
1-3 shit. You know what? It's really fun to talk like that in the internet because you ever talk like that in school, everybody would just laugh at you.
Exactly.
You know.
Hey, fuck 136.
Yeah.
On
Look
the
at
set.
Sasha Anderson with his dorky fucking, skinny white look going. There used to be a website, it's called wiggers.com, and I remember they had a section called Euro Wiggers. That was the funniest one. There's nothing funnier who acting like an American black dude speaking your second language. Nothing's funnier than that.
No, that just sounded like a bad skit out of Super Seducer.
Yeah. All right, is that it? I'm done with this. I'm coming back Tuesday, by the way.
Heizekite's in there.
Yeah, he's the last one.
Yeah, what do you have that 1-3 shit going on in Finland?
Oh, yo, Nick, fatty, boom, boom.
Talk like American black guy. I want to hear it. Just do your best.
I don't know how the fuck should I do it?
Your best you can.
Channel your inner real talk.
The best you can.
Yo, boy, say that, but that's the bird.
That's funny.
I don't know.
It sounded like you were having a stroke.
It's just, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I had a stroke.
We can defend Keem all I like. Straight out of Strasbourg. Strasbourg's France. There's nothing funnier than a Eurowigger. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about the fucking situation with the.
Who?
Oh! I'm drawing black. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. You're probably boozing it up, aren't you?
Yeah.
I gotta let you go unless you don't talk, man. What's the matter with you?
God damn it! The guy that got the fucking gun pulled out of him.
Oh, Warski? Yeah.
Yeah. Warski.
Rocket scientist.
Let's go.
The way I saw the clip. Apparently, he was playing. He has a bunch of racist donation sound effects. This is what you know. What I'll go with what I heard. I'll tell you. That's what I heard. I didn't see that, to be honest with you. And 3 white dudes, strangely enough, came out and I guess challenged them in some aspect. I'll give. I'll tell you what, man. I'll give what's his face a little credit. Fucking failure. He got right up in there and tried to defuse the whole thing, and he got punched in the face for it. Like he really didn't. He did try to defuse the thing. He had a lot of balls.
I don't know. Alex was the one that was really trying to defuse it.
And this guy Alex pulled out a gun
because he kept telling him, he was like, let's go. We can't do this. This is not how it works. And Andy's like, no, aim at him.
Then stay away.
So let me tell the story here for people to know. One of Andy's co-hosts pulled out a gun, looked like a Glock, right, and pointed it at these guys while Andy was screaming, "Get away! Get away! Get away!" Now they have stand your ground laws in they have stand your ground laws in Florida. There was one really fucking funny. Is that video with Andy when the cops are being when the cops are being it's playing all the racist shit, like it's a racist song about Andy.
What I'm hearing is that was AP that made that song.
Oh, that's so funny. Let's see if I can find
it. Do you want a clip of him?
I want to play that. No, I want to play that. Yeah, I found it. Okay. This is too funny. You got to check this out. All right. Let's see. This is Andy. I guess Alex is being detained. I don't know what he got arrested.
Yeah,
that's the guy that pulled the gun.
Yeah.
And then Andy gets a donation. This is funny. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cops. I think 4. It's 3 in the picture, but I think it's 4 over. Listen to this.
Just to mention 1 black cop.
And 1 black cop. Oh, there's a black cop right over there. That's funny. Listen to this song if you hear it.
Oh God.
Can we deport him? That'd be weird.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's let's just stare at the camera while this plays.
Oh,
something tells me Andy Worski never heard of Arab Andy and the text-to-speech thing that got him in trouble.
Oh God, yeah, I know. I was trying to be edgy. I don't fucking know.
My name's Tommy C, and I love wiggers.
I love wiggers. I love Euro wiggers.
Because the first thing I saw, I woke up this morning. First thing I saw was this clip.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's what I did. I woke up and I saw this, like, Jeff Holiday's fucking said to me, "You gotta see this shit!" Oh my
God. Look at the one that I just sent you, Tommy. It's like 10 seconds.
Yeah, no.
It's in the middle of the street. It shows Alex pull the gun out, Andy screaming, "Get back," and then a really racist text or super chat pops up.
But the odds of me getting demonetized are pretty fucking good now. I do not want to put a gun in this. I think enough.
That's okay.
Enough of it. You want to watch it? Jeff Holiday clipped it. Look for him on Twitter. Go check him out.
Yeah.
I think I want to. I'm gonna put something in the chat. There's a guy I know. He's a big fan, and he's working on a movie. And it's a comedy about suicide and depression, right? And the reason I'm supporting this was it Indiegogo? Is it? The reason I'm supporting this is because I hate political correctness, and they're going to try to give a little depth to these characters. In this thing, and they're a bunch of guys from London. One of the guys is a big fan. I did donate to this. If you're interested in supporting a project like this, I would hope you click on it right in the chat. I'll probably try to stick it in the description box below. It's an Indiegogo, and what they're trying to do is, instead of just like doing a movie about suicide where a guy's he's just suicidal and there's no depth to his character, they're trying to show you like what's like to go through depression and give it some depth too, some comedy as well. You know, Try to make it a little more. I don't know. I find comedies, unless they're like Airplane, more realistic than other films. You know, movies like American Beauty. And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're a bunch of young kids. Scarciso, if you know him. I put it in there. Remind me to put that in after the show, Zhivago. And I donated. And if that's something, I would check the project out, listen to what the guy has to say, and see if the arts are something you want to support, especially those in the UK. I highly recommend you check that out because it looks like an interesting project. I donated, and if there's something you want, and you know what, they're gonna have an uphill battle because you know how these SJWs are. You can't talk about depression and suicide in a comical way. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And you probably connect with more people. You know, so I wish their project luck. I like the guy. One of the guys is a longtime fan, and just check it out. See what you can do with it. Let's do. I got to shout out some peeps. 38 minutes ago, Kanye West. Thank you so much. Did BWC respond to Nick to stay away from Zoom after asking him to dox Just Destiny? I don't think so. I think the thing went dead after that. Scrubby, thanks so much. Big supporter of the show. Kavos, I don't think it's real Kavos, but I like Pierce. Jay Aubrey, thanks. Shane Martin, 1992. The only thing necessary is the triumph of evil is good men to do nothing. I could not agree more. Well, sometimes when you do nothing, you can build your YouTube channel. I don't know if I'm interested in building my YouTube channel that much. I'm going to be gone soon anyway. So long. Bye-bye. I'm out of here. You can thank the fucking Euros, the crazy Euros for doing that. Nazem Kadre, he wants to cross-check Jeff. Banana M's knocking Keem down a peg in the video about the same odds of Jago winning those retweet giveaways. Do you hear that, Zhivago? Zhivago? Oh, no, we're having a fucking... Oh, something's going... I see what's going on here. Well... Discord's fucking up. All right. Discord's fucking up. Let me change it to VIP. Bang. Let's see if that gets better. Discord's been really wacky lately. Oh,
yeah, it's having a stroke right now.
Colossal's crazy here. The problem is it's having a stroke. I just saw Clown in there. Clown! I'm sorry, I thought we'll end the show with you. Just two more super chats.
All right, how's it going? It's been a while since.
Hold on a second. Let me shout out these super chats so I can just say goodbye to everybody.
All
it's April 11th. Today's 11th, right? No, 14th. Yes. How come my super chats aren't
14th. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it's weird. I just clicked on this. Oh, here we go. Cringe Zero. Keem went to IBS community because a lot of them are hypocritical and moralistic. Yeah, I would agree. That's one of the hints that I got. Nerd City does that. Okay, that was Deorio. Thanks. So, Illuminati with the $50 pay. Thank you so much. Ian Smith, thank you so much for the chat. I just got a new one and I didn't read it. Well, I could read that on fucking chat as well. How come I don't see it up there? Oh, and there's a new one. CT, leave Keemstar alone. He's just a human. Hashtag good time Keem. Okay, Colossal. We'll end it with you.
All right. What do you want me to say? I'm the one who called in. Right. Are you disowning me? Are you, Tommy?
Why would I disown you?
Oh fuck! I can hear my echo. I thought you were going to disown the commentary community. Isn't that what you said?
No. I'm going to start pointing out how hypocritical they are, and I'm not going to.
All right. Am I on notice?
Keem, some guy. Obviously, I'm not aiming at you. Are you going to try to make that about this? Right. Yes. Yes. Everybody's on notice. CD. Everybody's on notice. Yes.
Tommy's still going to put me on the naughty scale.
You would fucking own me, and you know it. Stop it.
I don't know. I'm losing my touch, Tommy. I'm losing my touch. I'm going to Australia next week to hear live on camera for the first time.
You really? That's amazing.
So, yes, everyone can see just how beautiful I really am.
You are a good-looking guy. There's no doubt about it. You're a good-looking guy. So you're going to start banging white chicks for a change? Are you going to start banging white chicks for a change?
Why? What do you think I'm banging?
I don't know. But I don't know. You're in like Taiwan or something.
I'm in Malaysia at the moment, but they're not really Asian here. They're kind of Hasidic or whatever the fuck. I don't know what you call this breed.
You're banging Arabs? What does that mean?
I don't know what this breed is, to be perfectly honest. It's like kind of a mix of breeds.
All right, I got you. You're on notice. Racist. Check.
Well, I'm just trying to like clarify. Like, it's a hybrid between like an Arab and an Asian.
Right.
You can't really tell.
Yeah.
The food's good though.
The food's good.
The best food I've had in a while. Yeah. In Kuala Lumpur, that's where I am at the moment.
I always wanted to go to Australia, but I'm afraid of all the animals.
I've never been before either.
Yeah.
It's not. That's if you go into the fucking desert, Tommy. That's if you go into the fucking desert, then you're probably going to get eaten by a kangaroo or some shit.
Dude, I was so
But
scared.
like, I'm
when I
going
was
to
Iraq.
Melbourne, which is like a big city.
They had like the fifth deadliest.
Southeast, I think.
When I was in Iraq, they had like the fifth deadliest snake in the world, or third. Like, it's terrifying, man. You literally have to check. I hate living in places where I have to check my bed before I lay in it.
Well, you just carry around some, snake repellent or poison shit.
Spiders. They have spiders. A kangaroo.
Everything in Australia wants to kill you.
Kangaroo can.
Yeah, they got that in Asia as well. Remember, I got bitten by feral dogs and cats, and I've had rabies. I've had the injections and shit.
No, yeah.
It can't go much worse.
A kangaroo could disembowel you. You know that? With that claw that they have at the end of their foot.
They're what? Sorry?
Kangaroos. It's not common, but kangaroos have been known to disembowel people.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They're fucking big bastards.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are tiny. But, I mean, they can fuck you up. I don't know.
They're fucking massive. They're like the size of a horse. So, yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, God, that scares me.
You can't ride them, but, yeah, they're fucking the size of a horse, these things.
They're really bad. Really, 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 really
You're not going to really see a kangaroo in the middle of the fucking city, though, are you? It's not going to happen. You're not going to get beaten up by a kangaroo in Melbourne.
You're just going to stay in the city?
Yeah, it's just Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going out into the fucking outback with the Aborigines and shit.
No, it's the Aborigines.
I think it's pretty safe. I think it's pretty safe now, Tom. It is a first world country. After all.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the fucking statistics of death. This is what I do in my free time.
Chad's
I look
from there.
at, like, death statistics and shit.
Chad's from Australia.
Like, when everyone's afraid of, like, flying and stuff, you realise, like, you're more likely to die in a car accident.
Yeah, that's true.
Than
No,
a
you're
flight.
right about that. You're right.
More likely to die in a car accident than, being bitten by a snake.
That's
in
why
the
I have a bus
Australian
pass.
outback.
That's why I have a bus pass. I don't like animals that are poisonous. I really hate them. They scare the fuck out of me.
It's perfectly safe nowadays. It's so unlikely. It's so unlikely. Though with my luck, it probably will happen to me.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anything to say about this mess, or we can put it to bed right now?
I can answer specific questions, but like, if you just ask me, what do you think?
I don't.
It's kind of a broad question.
I thought
I never defended Keemstar on this. I can say that much.
Oh, I know you didn't. I know you didn't. And also, I made it abundantly clear you have anything to do with it.
The only person I defended somewhat, just a little bit, like in the chat last stream, I think.
Yeah.
Was, the right opinion. I think you went a bit too hard on it.
Tro deserves a break because he took responsibility.
All right, well that's fair then. That's good.
He took absolutely. And you're probably. And I actually agree with you.
He assumed too much responsibility in any case, and he said, "Oh, I fell on my sword, like I sacrificed myself." Like, no, why? Nobody asked you to do that. Why?
No, he shouldn't have. Well, they didn't.
And then he went on that Orgy stream with like that kid Orgy, the woman, and the other one who sounds like a fucking blow-up toy. What's his name? He sounds like a fucking, what's that thing called? A groan tube. Have you ever had a groan tube?
No, I haven't.
It's that thing which you turn around vertically and goes, like that. You must have seen it.
Yes.
He sounds exactly like that.
Could you
go look up groan tube? Actually, do it right now. Do it live on screen.
You know, I want to do a show with you and
find
Bobex.
a video titled groan tube. Just pick your first selection.
How do you spell it?
Groan and then tube.
Just tube. Oh, groan tube. I thought you said shoe.
Groan is in groan, Frankenstein groan, and then tube.
Tube, like tube, going down the tubes.
Yeah, tube, yeah.
GROWN.
Like a tennis ball tube.
Yeah. In one word or two?
Two.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those.
I'm not getting. Send it to me. Send it to me.
Something Discord DM.
Yeah, because you screen it. Yeah, send it to Discord DM. Let me see this shit. What the? Oh, you're saying this is Boback. This is funny. This is gonna be funny. I think it's gonna be funny. Hold on a second. Oh, I know. I think I've had one of these. I never heard of these.
That is how he fucking sounds like.
Hey, we talking about Boback?
Yeah, that's fucking it.
You know a lot about toys. I would never have known what the name of that fucking thing was.
Oh, we sell it. We sell it. My company sells
Oh,
it.
okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, a groan tube. Yeah, you know a lot.
It's from your generation, so you should know what it is.
I remember them, but I would have said that
Really
thing that makes the weird
really
noise.
retro
I would have said the thing. It's the thing that makes the noise.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, you know what you should do? Bobax is really good at taking tremendous amounts of abuse. We should put you on, and for an entire hour, you should just degrade him.
Just roast him. Oh
Yes.
no, it's not a fair contest.
No, it's not a contest at all. That's not the point. And he likes clout.
No, I
so
feel bad. I feel like a bully.
oh fuck him.
I feel like a bully.
Fuck him.
I don't mind doing it with Jeff. Jeff is all right because he's massive. He's a beast.
Yeah.
So I have
But
no problem doing it with Jeff.
That's fine. You know,
We've already done
I
it.
can clearly take
We've already,
Well, Jeff can't take it mentally, but like he could beat the absolute shit out of me.
yeah, that's true. But so could Bobax. He takes tons of abuse and deserves most of
What's
it.
that?
Bobax takes tons of abuse and deserves most of it.
Yeah, probably.
Obelix wants to have a debate with Tommy in C2010.
Ooh. Oh, really?
How do we make that happen?
I told him they need to make a podcast. Call it the Spectrum.
I mean, Tommy NC 2010 will have him on. He'll have anyone on.
Yes.
He's the most annoying man in the world. I'm sorry. I know he has autism, but he's so fucking annoying.
He can be tough.
I'm sorry. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy and everything.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And like respect and shit. But he's the most annoying fucking man.
He can be tough to deal with. You know? He used to call Dave and I at 3 a.m, like a couple years back. You know, he's like,
he just spams, total spam.
Yeah.
And then you feel bad when you don't reply to message number 100.
Well, isn't that what the NCO does? They're just a little more artful about it.
With what? Sorry.
It's a low blow.
To who? To who?
You know, Tommy NC does what on the surface, what most of these fucking commentators are doing on the DL. That's what I said.
Oh, right. We're talking about leeching.
Leeching. He said leeching.
Yeah, name names, Tommy. Name names. You can't just say blanket term.
Yeah, I
they're
can.
leeches.
Yeah, I
Name
can.
names.
Watch me. Fuck him. I don't care.
No, list them off.
I can't remember. I wouldn't want to name somebody that I didn't think. Because I couldn't think of. But I've seen it happen in there, and so have you. You know.
What? The leeching?
Yeah, not leeching, so to speak, but it's just like, I'll tell you where I saw it the most. Is when Keem got in the chat, and it's like how disgusting it was. I'm like, oh my god, these guys were goofing on him 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, everyone does that though.
I hate
and
that.
I'll be honest, Tommy.
I hate that.
Not to throw you under the bus or something. I remember you doing that.
Oh, I did, and I'm making up for it tenfold, aren't I?
I didn't fucking do it.
I was on hell. I mentioned that in this episode.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, tenfold. Tenfold, but it's one thing to sit there.
I'll never forget the first conversation I had with Keem. Like, I was trying to fuck with him so badly, but he was so prepared for it as well.
Yeah.
Because he knew that was exactly what I was going to do.
The first time, he did the same thing to me.
Several times before.
He got
me.
me.
So I was really trying to fuck with him. I wasn't recording the call or anything.
Yeah.
But I was really trying to get him, like annoyed,
get him going.
pissed off.
Because he didn't know him personally, though.
And it just didn't work because he was so prepared.
He, if you watch our first battle on my show when it was still a hockey channel, he killed me with, his tactic was to kill me with kindness. And I got to be honest with you, it worked. Looking back, he might have won.
Kind of what he tried to do with you as well.
It's tried to do with you because it was around the same time. It was around the same time. You talked to
and
Leafy
it worked. It worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Totally
good.
threw me off my guard.
It did work. Oh, he's clever. There's no doubt about it. Have you talked?
He
to
gave
Leafy?
it away, though. He did give it away at the end because he said something like really snarky and then just hung up the call and was like, "Yeah, it got to him."
Yeah.
He was like holding it in all the way through and was like, "No, I've had enough of this."
Did you have you talked to Leafy lately?
Yeah, I was playing poker with him last week.
Oh, no kidding. I haven't heard. Yeah. I don't use Skype at all anymore. Like, at all. I hate it.
No, he uses Discord now, actually.
Oh, does he? Oh.
Yeah.
Let him know. I want to talk to him. I want to see what he's up to.
He's just not involved in the YouTube shit.
I'm hearing rumors. Something came over my desk.
Sorry, what's the rumor? What's the rumor?
He may make a surprise comeback within the next month or two.
Who the fuck have you heard that from?
I'm not gonna tell
so
you.
I can't give any credibility.
You can't give me any credibility. That's what I heard. Because when I talked to him,
I'm not saying I can give you any credibility. I can't give any credibility to that.
Okay.
That's not what I've heard.
That's how I heard. Well, here's the thing. Last time I talked to him,
maybe he hasn't told me. I don't know.
When I last time I talked to him, it was like 10% yes, 90% no. But I heard that's changed since, and I haven't talked to him since he was interviewed by Keem. I talked to him the day after that. I haven't talked to him since then.
Oh, right.
I want him to come back. I am dying to see what he does, what happens to this channel when he comes back. I'm dying.
I don't think he's interested.
No, I don't think
based
he is
on
either.
the conversations I've had with him, he's just not interested.
But from an entertainment standpoint, and see like what waves it creates. Aren't you interested in seeing that?
I mean, I think it'd be cool to have him back, but I just don't think he will.
Oh well.
Not anymore.
I know he doesn't love it anymore. That's what I notice. But I just for my own.
For him, it'll be soul destroying. Like just to come back.
Yeah.
And like have every video demonetized. You're no longer in the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah. Gotta want it. But the CPM's up though.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I was told. That's what I was told. That was music to his ears. You know,
I haven't heard anything about that. Has the CPM
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the upper levels of YouTube and how that whole shit works. I only know my streaming bullshit. That's what I was.
I mean, I suppose I wouldn't know since it's been a while since I've uploaded. But nobody said that the CPM is increased.
I got a donation from Larry Banks. He's a huge donor. He's a question to you. Hey, Clown, what do you feel about Keemstar now that you think? What do you
got to repeat that because you cut out a bit.
Okay, we'll end the cast too. I want to get out of here. Hey, Clown, what do you feel about Keemstar now, and do you think beta will continue? Also, a big fan of you, Larry Banks. He's a huge supporter of this channel, so I had to read that to you directly.
Well, for the second part, I don't think we're doing beta anymore. I think it's dead and defunct finally.
Okay.
It's been so long since we've done it.
Mm-hmm.
Has my opinion on Keemstar changed since this new information has come out? Not really, because he's done this before. I mean,
that's the problem.
He's still the same person.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
And if you want to defend Keemstar on this, not that I am defending him, he's been very open about the fact that he fucking did this shit.
Well, I just think it's okay. I think.
But I mean, Keemstar has had involvement with hackers in the past as well. Lizard Squad. Do you remember when all that shit was going on and he was reporting on Lizard Squad?
I don't know. He told me once that back in the old days he was involved with those guys. But I was always under the impression that Lizard Squad was just somebody he just interviewed him. I didn't think he had any involvement with them.
Well, no, I mean he had contact with them. Isn't that not enough?
He could have contact with the Grand Wizard of Ku Klux Klan as long as you're
I'm
interviewing
not saying that he's telling Lizard Squad to go and fucking dox somebody.
Wouldn't shock me.
But I mean, he was in contact with them, and that is enough, really, to know that he was kind of in that world.
Yeah.
And he was very upfront about the fact that he was in that world.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, he told me that he used to. It was like a long time ago that he was in that world.
So he told you that? I don't know.
Yeah, he told me that.
I mean, one of my criticisms, I remember working on the Keemstar video, definitely one of my main sections was about his involvement with some of these hackers. He's a little too friendly with them.
That video should have came out.
He doesn't support what they're doing, but he's happy to give them a platform.
Yeah.
And in fact, sometimes when he's like, well, right, if you don't stop something, it was never do something, but it was for instance, right, do you remember Christmas when Lizard Squad were targeting PlayStation Network and Xbox Live?
Yeah.
And they shut down on Christmas Day. Well, Keemstar tweeted them and saying, and it worked. I mean, it fucking worked.
Mm-hmm.
He said, look, if you don't reinstate the networks, if you don't stop doing this, then I'm not going to shout you out anymore on my show. I'm not going to talk about the things that you're doing. I'm not going to give you any attention. And it fucking stopped.
Really?
So he was using that as kind of leverage to actually do quite a good thing.
No, that's good.
But it was interesting that he had that kind of connection with them.
Let me be clear. If he interviews...
certainly at the time was a point of criticism.
Let me be clear. If he interviews bad actors, I don't have a problem with that. It's getting involved with them where it crosses the line. He interviewed that guy that swatter that killed that got that guy killed. I don't have a problem with that interview. There's nothing wrong with that. If he used them, that would be another thing altogether. But yeah, I mean that's what.
When it comes to you and Keem, in some respects, you're as bad as each other. You'll be at each other's throats.
I never doxed anybody. I never doxed anybody.
No,
I never got involved with a hacker. I'm just an asshole like he is.
You guys are going to be biting at each other's throats here to all.
Nope. Probably by the end of the year, I'm out of here.
Tom, you will be absolutely fucking fine. Like I told you when this shit came down and you fired up that stream, and you thought it might be over. I told you just give the channel to an American.
But I can't stream. But I could. That means I could upload. But
fine. Give it to Vega.
But that means I could upload. But I couldn't stream.
Brexit, right? If the UK leaves Brexit, I'm giving my channel to Vega.
Yeah, well, that means I upload, but I couldn't stream. Still got to stream from here. Can't break the law in Germany.
You can become a manager, and as a manager, you can stream.
But this channel doesn't allow, because it's the first one, doesn't allow me to give out a manager. Only the extra channels I've made. I'll show it to you sometime.
No, you can give a manager.
Nope, not for this channel, because it's my
first
one.
I don't believe that. What's the reason why you can't make a manager?
Dude, I don't. You know what? Another time, I want to end the show. I'll show it to you. It's unbelievable because I could do it on all the other channels, but I can't do it on this one.
I've never heard of that, and I'm sure it might be a bug that we can fix quite easily.
Great.
But what I will say is, it wouldn't really matter in your case if you just moved to another channel. Because you do live shows, and whoever's going to tune in is going to tune in regardless.
I have a really look. I watch this Count Dankula situation. We talk privately of what's going on in the UK. I got a real bad feeling about what's coming down the pike over here because it's happened twice before, and this is where it begins. It begins with censorship. And it starts getting progressively crazier. And I don't see Europeans as people that really are up to speaking out. You know, they don't have a culture like Americans do where they come to take your guns, kill the cops. They don't have that here. You know, we have that. I was raised with that. You know, it's a completely different culture.
Well, if you talk about this stuff, then I'm going to listen because you have been right. Yeah. When it comes to this stuff, you have been right on a few things.
Well, remember our first interview? I asked you to vote for Brexit to keep because it would weaken it would weaken them, and I don't want my son going to be drafted by an EU army, an army that would not have a democratic mandate over its soldiers.
You know that was like 4 years ago or something?
3
years
it's
ago?
3 next month.
That is fucking crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
And I've uploaded what, like 4 videos in that time?
Not even. Wait, let's see. Not even. You did. What did you do?
No, I must have, Tommy. I must have.
Oh, no, this is 3. Fuzi. You did Fuzi, Exposed, which is underrated, by the way. I love that video. I know you took a lot of shit for that. I believe. My feeling is, I still say this. You told me it wasn't true, but I think somebody said something mean to you about that video. That video was fucking great, right? And Fuzi, too. Those are the 3 videos that came up since.
What about the Lion Maker interview?
You see, I saw that as sort of a you're right.
Because you were in
win.
the call with the Lion Maker interview, and this was the first interview that we did before.
It
must have been.
That was eye opening. Can you believe I had much more discipline back then? I kept my mouth shut the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Thank fuck. Now.
I wasn't going to screw that up for you. I was not going to screw that up for you. But you know what was really funny? And then we have to go up to this. Like Lion Maker at one point goes to me, he goes, "But what do you think, Tommy?" And I like to fly to Belgium and stab you in the face. That's what I wanted to say, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I didn't speak out on this before, and I want to remain neutral so you don't feel like you're in a biased environment. And I thrashed him on Shop to the Point. And then he wrote, I forget which episode it was, he wrote in there, "It's really disappointing to see that you wouldn't give me the opportunity, even though you pretended to hear me out," or some horse shit like that. Year after that, we found out he did some time for the shit we were talking about in that interview.
Yeah, and there's so much more information that has come out since then.
Yeah, I know. That guy's really dangerous. And I tell you something. We should do a podcast sometime. That's why I got kind of a problem with people like making the leap with these, calling people pedos under a certain situation, because we had a legit one there, and he was legitimately victim. I think it cheapens when there's a real problem. If you're.
Well, do you remember the Zoe Berger episode of Baited that we did? I seem to remember having
that was the most nerve-wracking episode of my life because I was terrified to piss off Keem. Yes.
So I was right in that episode then.
Yeah, probably. I was. Yeah, we were 100% right.
Because I remember you and Keem were definitely disagreeing with me. Like you said, and I quote.
No. I said to you, but prior to that, I'm standing up to him in this one. I said, but I didn't have to because I said it was a joke, and I remember all the blood in my head just went away. Because I started getting the feeling I was in thin ice at that point. I started getting the feeling, and then I started getting the feeling. But I remember I said to you I was going to stick up for you, and I'd back you up because this is bullshit, and I hate that pedo stuff when it's thrown around kind of casually. And I was going to stick, but then he said it was a joke, Cloud. We got you. And what I think happened, I think you mentioned this too, is he did it. She got pissed, and they got together and said, "Look, we both fucked this up. Why don't we just pretend it was a work? Why don't we pretend it was a joke, right? And we'll put you on Baited."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's what happened. Yeah, I always thought that was happened. But I was ready to go. But I remember, and that's the problem. That's my whole issue. I should have been able to say in that show, Keem, you're fucking wrong. That's not what he wanted.
You should have. You should have, because he was.
I should have.
wrong.
If had he not fucking blown the whole thing as a joke, I could. Once he says that, it's over. You know, I have no argument.
The fucking and Zoe Berger as well. What the fuck? Clown, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry now.
I can send you pictures of her masturbating. All right, somebody sent me that if you want to see.
Oh well, don't. I wouldn't like to see it. I'm good.
All right, listen, I really do got to go. My wife's looking at me. All right, everybody, thanks so
Do
much.
a show sometime, like a full show. Not
We got to
just
do a
like
full show. It's been too long.
5 minutes.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank Colossals Crazy for being in the chat. We always appreciate when he stops by. Thanks so much for your generosity today and all that good stuff. We'll see you Tuesday. I got to take tomorrow off and do some German homework. I got a lot to catch up on. But as far as I'm concerned, this book is closed. Well, we'll see.
The almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist, fake identities. Okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines. Okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.